Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to you? Yes. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, all of you. So today we are here to discuss the May current affairs. We would be taking up the current affairs in the month of May, whatever has happened in the month of May in terms of international affairs, national economy, and in terms of major indexes which have come up this month, in the month of May. Now, how current affairs are going to be relevant to you? In terms of current affairs, the current affairs section is a prominent area in most of the exams you'll be taking. When it comes to the banking exams, you definitely have a section on current affairs in which the latest happenings of the last 6-8 months will always be relevant. In terms of SSC also, we would be having some current affairs related to a current affairs section apart from the stock GK section. And in terms of CAT, if we talk about CAT, there are no direct in terms of section, we don't have, but in terms of GD, in terms of PI, in terms of written ability, GK is going to be relevant. Even in terms of the BB entrances, the UG courses, current affairs is one section which is definitely going to be very relevant to you. Whether it's CMAT, whether it's MAT, or banking awareness, or SSC, current affairs is one section which is quite a relevant section in terms of the entrance exams. So when it comes to current affairs, today the agenda for today is that we would be discussing the quick, snippets of whatever has happened in the month of May. All right, are you ready? Yes. All right. So let's start with today's session, Current Affairs May. We start with the national affairs. Now, when it comes to national affairs, we'll be discussing the major schemes, the programs, the appointments, the major issues which have been relevant in the national politics and state politics in the month of May. Let's have a look to that. First of all, let's talk about the Operation Kaveri. Many of you would have been aware about the operation. I'll just take a pen, just a moment. Operation Kaveri. Jo cheezein, the things which I am underlining or I'm ticking, these are the most relevant ones, okay? Of course, these things have happened, but out of these, which are the most relevant ones, we would be talking about them. All right, so the first one is Operation Kaveri. See, when we talk about the Operation Kaveri, you need to understand it was an evacuation operation in which a lot of people, which were stuck in the war-torn Sudan. Sudan has always been there. Like, agar hum dekhe, the Darfur conflict is one of the conflict of Sudan. And around 3,800 people have been evacuated by Operation Kaveri, जो Indians को वहां से निकाला गया from the war-hit Sudan. So there are many operations. A lot of people, in India, from India, are residing in the foreign countries. India has the maximum diaspora. India, the maximum migrant population in the world. दुनिया में सबसे ज़्यादा migrant population India की है. इसीलिए, and of course, the world maximum remittances receiving country भी है. When I say remittances, जो विदेशों से पैसा भेजा जाता है, उसे remittances कहते हैं. सबसे ज़्यादा migrant population India की है. सबसे ज़्यादा remittances भारत में आ रहे हैं. पर इसी के साथ there are certain problem areas when we are stuck in Africa and all these countries. These war-torn areas, when the people are evacuated, there is a certain organ of External Affairs Ministry which is absolutely dedicated to bringing back Indians from the war-torn areas or the problematic areas. कहीं से अगर 100-200 लोग हैं तो वो आपको इतना नहीं पता चलता है. Otherwise, every time there are some people which are coming back to India from the problematic areas, especially if that is related, especially when we talk about this particular thing. Operation Kaveri is one of this in which war hit Sudan. Sudan से जो Indians को वापस लेकर आए हैं, that was under Operation Kaveri. So now this brings back a lot of, operations which comes to my mind when we talk about Operation Kaveri. Yes, Operation Kaveri was related to bringing back Indians from Sudan. There are so many couple of operations, जैसे Operation Ganga. Can anyone talk about Operation Ganga? Recently Operation Ganga भी हुआ था. अगर क्विकली आप मुझे बता सके ऑपरेशन, आप कमेंट बॉक्स में आप बोल सकते हैं यूट्यूब पे. हाँ जी, ऑपरेशन गंगा वाज रिलेटेड टू व्हाट? क्विकली अपन एक रिवीजन ले रहे हैं. Yes. Operation Ganga, bringing Indians from which country? Anyone? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. थोड़ा सा आप सोचते रहिए. Very good. It was not related to COVID. No. Operation Ganga specially is related to what? If you can tell me. Yes. Very good. Parth Sharma, very nice. Operation Ganga was related to bringing back Indian students, medical students, which were stuck in war-torn Ukraine. Very good. Ukraine से जो basically आप लेकर आए हैं, that was Operation Ganga. Very good. Then what about Vande Bharat mission? Anyone? What about Vande Bharat mission? Quickly, जितना भी recall कर पा रहे, that's okay. Vande Bharat mission. Yes. Vande Bharat mission was related to, yes, quickly. Vande Bharat was related to COVID, of course, bringing back people during COVID from the various countries when all the network, all kinds of services of, traveling was stopped. Then we have Operation Dev Shakti. Anyone? Operation Dev Shakti. Quickly. Dev Shakti. Dev Shakti related to bringing people from Afghanistan. During the Taliban crisis, very good part. It was bringing people back from Afghanistan. Very good. Operation Rahat. Yes. Operation Kaveri ho gaya hai. Operation Ganga ho gaya hai. Then we have Vande Bharat mission. Then we have Operation Dev Shakti. Now I'm talking about Operation Rahat. Yes. Operation Rahat. Very good. To bring back Indians from Yemen. YEMEN. Yemen से वापस लाने के लिए Operation Rahat. Very good. Very good. Operation, okay. अगर मैं कहूँ Operation Maitri, कहाँ पे earthquake आया था जिनकी सहायता के लिए Operation Maitri start किया गया था? Yes, Operation Maitri by Indian Army to help Nepal earthquake victims. Very good. So that was Operation Maitri. अभी हाल ही में हुआ है Operation Dost. Can anyone talk about that? Operation Dost. Very good, Dakshita. जो earthquake, very good. जो earthquake आपने very good नितिक, जो earthquake अभी टर्की में आया है, टर्की एंड सीरिया बेसिकली, उसके लिए Operation Dost. So जितने भी operations है to bring back Indians, to bring for the help of the different countries, ये आपको definitely पता होने चाहिए. इसमें एक जो लेटेस्ट हमने डिस्कस किया है अभी ऑपरेशन कावेरी, और अभी एक और डिस्कस करेंगे इन सर्टेन थोड़े से टाइम. Is that clear? Yes or no? Okay, the next one. Recently we saw riots in Manipur. Now, what are the riots all about? There was a majority group. Can you name the majority group if you have been following the news and all? Manipur में जो majority group है, what is the name? It is METI. METEI. So METI is the majority group. और इनका जो minority groups है, the tribal minority groups हैं, like Kuki-Zo, इनसे मतलब Kuki-Zo और METI का आपस में tussle हुआ था. Most of the government sectors, everything is dominated by the METI group. Or these people, the other tribal groups, feel discriminated. इसको लेकर एक civil war type situation मणिपुर में आपको देखने को मिला. तो majorly आपको मणिपुर में एक ध्यान रखना है which majority group is there and किससे लड़ाई हुई है. that was Kuki Zo, और जो majority group है that was Meti. थोड़ा थोड़ा ध्यान रखना चाहिए. Next we have Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship organized the Pradhan Mantri National Apprenticeship Mela. Now, when we talk about the programs, the schemes, the things which have been in news, the apps which have been in news, the full forms, these are going to be very relevant. Okay, so Pradhan Mantri National Apprenticeship Mela has been launched by Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Ministry. In this, Indian youth, what it is going to do, the Indian youth to connect with industry and training. Industrial training के लिए, to connect with industries, the training, रोजगार और better business avenues को support करने के लिए, उनको industrial training देने के लिए, we have National Apprenticeship Mela. Clear? Yes or no? All right then. Border Heart to promote cross-border trade. Border Heart between India and Bangladesh was inaugurated in Bholaganj in Sylhet. Basically, ये border districts में इस तरीके की चीजें होती हैं और इसके अंदर दोनों countries अपने अपने चीजों को ट्रेड के जरिए अपने अपने चीजों की शॉप्स वगैरह लगाए जाते हैं, and this border heart to promote trade and commerce between the two countries. Supreme Court of India waives 6 months wait for divorce under Hindu marriage act. 6 महीने के लिए अब आपको रुकने की जरूरत नहीं है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इसको वेव ऑफ कर दिया है. सेम सेक्स मैरिज को लेकर आपको पता है पहले होमोसेक्सुअलिटी को डीक्रिमिनलाइज किया गया, फिर सेम सेक्स मैरिज पे बात हो रही है कि जब आपने डीक्रिमिनलाइज भी कर दिया है, जब उसको वैधता दे दी है, तो फिर सेम सेक्स मैरिज के ऊपर अब डिस्कशन क्यों नहीं हो रहा है. सो सेंटर हैज फॉर्म्ड अ पैनल led by cabinet secretary to address human concerns of same sex marriage. तो इसके ऊपर बात होगी, रिपोर्ट सबमिट होगी, and all the discussions and knowledge the system have been generated. Done. If you want, you can take the screenshots. Anyways, let's move further. Done. Okay. Next, जो important चीजें हम वो डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh approved posting of women officers. INS Delhi and INS Satpura participates in ASEAN India Maritime Exercise. ASEAN is the biggest trade bloc. ASEAN is the regional grouping of Southeast Asian nations. How do you, what is the full form of ASEAN? Association of Southeast Asian nations. Is that okay? How many members are there in ASEAN? If I can ask you. It is the regional grouping of Southeast Asian nations. How many countries are there in ASEAN? Anyone? Can you give me the number? How many countries are there in ASEAN? Yes? You can take a guess. I'm reading your comments. That's okay. Yeah. ASEAN has how many members? Very good, Charvi, Renu, Part. It is 10 countries are there. We have Indonesia. Can you name some? Yes. Southeast Asian nations? Yes. Oh, can you name the countries quickly? Anyone? Very good. Ananya, Parth, very good. So we have, definitely we have Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Myanmar, yes or no? Thailand, Brunei, So we have all these countries, Singapore वगैरह, total 10 countries हैं in ASEAN. ASEAN is the biggest trade bloc. सबसे ज़्यादा trade, सबसे बड़ा trade bloc है. And India ASEAN का भी बैठक होती है. ASEAN India Maritime समुद्री अभ्यास, इसमें कौन से इंडियन शिप्स ने पार्टिसिपेट किया है? INS Delhi and INS Satpura. Got it? Yes or no? All right. RTI Act के अंडर रॉ नहीं आता है, ह्यूमन राइट्स और करप्शन का तब तक केस ना हो. Next we have very important, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurates the first Indian Air Force Heritage Center in Chandigarh. So where the Heritage Center has come up, it is in Chandigarh. You know what it would be talking about? Indian Air Force role in the various wars. That is the main cornerstone of this Heritage Center. Is that clear? So Indian Air Force का role major wars में क्या रहा है, कितना रहा है, ये सब चीजें इस Heritage Center में आपको पता है. Which has been inaugurated in, yes, it has been inaugurated in Chandigarh. Center to provide 30% financial support for promotion of green shipping. Anyone, can you tell me what do you mean by the term green shipping? Yes, it is the various procedure in which the emissions are decreased, less energy is used, and the more efficient energy is used. So less energy or more efficient energy, and of course the most important role is emissions are reduced. For climate change, green shipping is one of the very good. Got it? Yes or no? बीच बीच में आप yes no बोलते रहिए so that I get an impression that he's speaking. Yeah. All right. Saksham. Health Ministry launches Saksham. It's a learning management information system. It offers online training and medical education to all health professionals in the country. Now, what does Saksham means? It is basically providing medical health professionals जो हैं, इनको online training और medical education और training देने के लिए Saksham app has been launched. Saksham information system. Absolutely. Minimum resources, less energy, and of course, efficient energy, renewable energy is used, Danish, and the most important, emissions are reduced. Got it? All right then. Sitwe port in Myanmar launched. Center will soon launch the national mission to tackle thalassemia. थैलेसीमिया एक बीमारी है जिसमें आजीवन खून की कमी रहती है. और थैलेसीमिया, कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट इज द वर्ल्ड थैलेसीमिया डे? इफ यू कैन टेल मी. मई में ही आता है, इसीलिए लॉन्च किया गया है ये मिशन. वर्ल्ड थैलेसीमिया डे, कैन यू गिव मी द डेट? Anybody? Can you take the guess? Thalassemia Day. The World Thalassemia Day is on 9th of May. 9th May is the World Thalassemia Day. Yes. तो इस डिजीज को टैकल करने के लिए ये मिशन लागू किया गया. Next we have Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. Sabrananda Sonwal launches Harit Sagar Green Port Guidelines for again zero carbon emissions. This is to reduce the global warming, zero carbon emissions, zero economy, इस तरीके की चीजें, green economy develop कर रहे हैं, all these things. Very good. Export Museum launched by Prime Minister. Blood bag delivery iDrone initiative. Drone के माध्यम से medicines, blood bag, all these will be taken to one place to another to even get the medical supply to the remotest places. Then we have important one. This was the operation, the new one I was talking about. What does this operation is? Operation Karuna. So Operation Karuna, it is extending the hand of friendship to the people of Myanmar. To the people of Myanmar, helping hand to the people of Myanmar affected by the cyclone Mocha. ये भी question आपसे पूछा जा सकता है. Recently, cyclone Mocha hit which country? So the answer is Myanmar. And what is that operation under which India is helping Myanmar in the wake of this cyclone? So that is Operation Karuna. Yaad rahega, everyone. The new one is Operation Karuna, and it is to help Myanmar at the time of cyclone Mocha. Clear? Yes or no? All right. Indian naval ship Magar has been phased out, decommissioned. Next, we have over 100 health programs and digital health application integrated Ayushman Bharat's mission. Now, when I talk about Ayush, can anyone tell me what does Ayush stands for? Yes. What does Ayush stand for? Ayush, A for Ayurved, Y for Yoga, U for Unani, S for Siddha, and H for homeopathy. So this is Ayush. Is that clear? Over 100 health programs under Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission. India will soon acquire its fastest computer worth 900 crores. March next year, iska delivery या operation हमको मिलेगा. Congress wins 136 seats in Karnataka. Then we have the next one. Indian Navy test fires BrahMos supersonic cruise missile. Guided missile destroyer INS Marmagaon. Ministry of Civil Aviation launches UDAN RCS to enhance connectivity to remote areas. Can anyone tell me what does UDAN stands for? Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. So it is related to Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, where every Indian citizen can afford, basically most of the citizens could afford the air travel, regional connectivity, local connectivity, in सबको improve करने के लिए. तो remote areas में उड़ान को extend किया. Dan, the things which I'm marking are the most important ones. बाकी of course आपको पता होना चाहिए, पर objective questions as such is miscellaneous. Okay. Ministry for Housing and Urban Affairs, Minister Hardeep S. Puri launches mega campaign Meri Life Mera Swachh Shehar, in which every citizen is liable to make their city cleanest city. So that is related to Meri Life Mera Swachh Shehar. Despite El Nino, can anyone tell me what is El Nino and La Nina? El Nino डिले ऑफ मॉनसून्स होता है, मतलब मॉनसून्स जब थोड़े कमजोर पड़ते हैं. ला नीना अर्ली अराइवल. सो मॉनसून अभी भी नॉर्मल रहने वाला है, जबकि थोड़ा सा एल नीनो देखा गया था अकॉर्डिंग टू मौसम विभाग. इंडियन आर्मी कंडक्ट्स फ्लड रिलीफ नेम्ड एक्सरसाइज जल राहत इन व्हिच स्टेट? असम. इंडियन आर्मी कंडक्ट्स flood relief named exercise Jal Rahat in Assam. Center launches citizen-centric portal Sanchar Sathi to block and trace mobile phones. 1,08,000 crores fertilizer subsidy के लिए दिए जाए. Just have a look. Very important. Supreme Court upheld the validity of amendment. ये देखिए, थोड़ा टाइम पहले तमिलनाडु का बुल टेमिंग स्पोर्ट जलीकट्टू, महाराष्ट्र के बुलक कार्ट रेसेस और बफलो रेसिंग स्पोर्ट ऑफ कर्नाटका, दैट वाज कंबाला. ये तीनों. So one was Jallikattu, bullock cart race Maharashtra, and buffalo racing sport Kambala. जो भी इनके स्टेट लॉज में अमेंडमेंट हुए वो क्या था कि इन टर्म्स ऑफ एनिमल फ्रेंडली पॉलिसीज इनका पूरा ध्यान रखा जा रहा है, और उसके साथ इस कल्चर को, ये बुल टेमिंग स्पोर्ट वगैरह को भी फॉलो किया जाए. तो स्टेट्स ने इनमें कुछ अमेंडमेंट्स किए थे फॉर द प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ एनिमल्स एंड ऑल, कि इनके साथ कोई क्रूएलिटी ना हो, और उसके साथ कल्चर को भी हम प्रोपगेट कर सके बाय दीज स्पोर्ट्स व्हिच हैपन टू देयर रिस्पेक्टिव स्टेट्स. सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज अगेन Supreme Court has again said that this validity of these amendment acts are still valid, and you have to follow this one only. तो यहाँ पे आपको important ये है कि this bull taming sport, am I audible to you? Yes. Am I audible? Okay. So, Jallikattu bull taming sport of Tamil Nadu, bullock cart race Maharashtra, and Kambala related to Karnataka. Is that clear? इसकी वैलिडिटी ऑफ अमेंडमेंट को अपहोल्ड किया है सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने, और कहा कि जो स्टेट्स ने प्रोटेक्शंस रखे थे, जो स्टेट ने कदम उठाया, वो बिल्कुल वैलिड है. ये अभी स्पोर्ट होंगे, और साथ में एनिमल क्रूएलिटी का भी ध्यान रखना है. सेंटर टू सेट अप 1,100 new farmer producer organization. Prime Minister released a postage stamp of ₹75 coin for the inauguration of new parliament building. Prime Minister installed Sengol. Certain questions related to Sengol are also important. Now, do you know Sengol comes from which which language? Anyone? सेंगोल जो है किस लैंग्वेज से लिया गया है? और इस वो वर्ड है सेंगोल इज इंस्पायर्ड फ्रॉम द वर्ड सेमाई, SEMMAI. आ रहा है समझ में आपको? Yes or no? Very important. It is derived from the word semai, SEMMAI. Can you tell me ये जो semai word है ये कौन सा वर्ड है, कौन सी भाषा का वर्ड? जो सेंगोल वर्ड इंस्पायर्ड है the word from the word semai, it is from which language? Regional language. बताए? Yes. Very good, Pratik. Gaur. It is from, it's a Tamil word, semai, which means righteousness. When I say righteousness, it actually means the integrity, the righteousness, the, being on the right path. That is basically, Sengol means righteousness, derived from the Tamil word semai. It actually is related to the transfer of power from British to India. So, iski badi validity hai. Sengol is important. Is that clear? Yes or no? All right. Next. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will chair the 22nd Summit of SCO Council of Heads of State on 4th July. Now, what is SCO? SCO is again a regional grouping, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Are you aware of it? Yes or no? The Shanghai Cooperation Organization, suna hai aapne? Yes or no? BRICS, Quad, SCO, international organizations, very, very important. So Shanghai Cooperation Organization, where is the headquarter? SCO का headquarter कहाँ है? Yes. Which place? SCO headquarter, Shanghai Cooperation Organization का headquarter. Very good, Parth. Very good, Athar. It is in Beijing, China. Very good. It is in Beijing, China. Can you give me the quick what are the members of SCO? Russia, China. So the most important ones are Russia, China. Central Asia, we have 5 countries. Out of these 4 countries are in SCO. Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan. तुर्कमेनिस्तान को छोड़कर बाकी चारों इसके अंदर है. And of course, China and Russia is there. Total 6 countries हो गए. और फिर इसमें इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान भी आया. रशिया लेकर आया इंडिया को, तो चाइना लेकर आया पाकिस्तान. Yes. And 9th country to enter. The latest one to enter is definitely, Parth, you're right, Iran. Iran is the 9th country. So we have China, Russia, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, India, Pakistan, and India. Sorry, India, Pakistan, and now Iran. These are the 9 countries of SCO. ये बैठक होने वाली इंडिया. Department of Pharmaceutical organizing International Conference of Indian Pharma India Medical Devices. India ke cough syrup exporters have to go through the proper test. Following the death of 3 cheetah cubs, Dr. Rajesh Gopal, the committee is been headed by Rajesh Gopal to see the implementation of Project Cheetah. Done? Yes. Now we come to a very important topic. Major indexes. कौन से इंडेक्स में इंडिया का क्या रैंक है? कौन से index, who is leading the indexes? The various indexes, that could be business indexes, that could be related to IT sector, that could be related to political, that could be anything for that matter. Let's see what are the indexes we saw this month. The most important. Everyone has been talking about the press freedom index. In this particular topic, indexes में सारे ही आपके लिए important. So, World Press Freedom Day. सबसे पहले, before saying anything, give me the date. देखिए, जब आप GK पढ़ते, you need to understand. You don't just have to remember what is India's rank, press freedom. Questions इस तरह से आते हैं कि the World Press Freedom Day is on this day. In this Press Freedom Index, it is given by Reporters Without Borders. इसके द्वारा दिया जाता है. The top 3 countries are this. The last countries are this. India's rank is this. तो आपको प्रेस फ्रीडम के लिए 5 चीजें पता होनी चाहिए. सिर्फ एक जो लेटेस्ट आज हुई है उससे काम नहीं चले. You need to have some background knowledge also about that. So, World Press Freedom Index. When we talk about the Press Freedom Day, very good, Danish. Danish Syed, absolutely right, beta. 3rd May is the World Press Freedom Day. और इंडिया का रैंक इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रेस फ्रीडम, पत्रकार जो रिपोर्टर्स है वो कितने सुरक्षित है, कितने अनबायस्ड है, कितने फ्री है, इसको लेकर. सो हम लोग नीचे गए हैं इसमें. आउट ऑफ 180 कंट्रीज India's rank is 161. The top 3 countries, the best journalist practices, the best place for reporters, and the freedom of speech and expression, press freedom, Norway, Ireland, and Denmark. Yes, these are the top 3 countries, and the last one on the list is 180 पर है North Korea. For very obvious reasons. You have already heard about North Korea. Kim Jong-un का empire किस तरीके का है. North Korea से थोड़ा सा ऊपर है 179 पे चाइना और 178 पे वियतनाम. यहाँ आपको पता चलेगा कि अगर आप बताएं तो मेजरली ये तीनों ही कम्युनिस्ट कंट्रीज है. व्हाट्स कॉमन बिटवीन नॉर्थ कोरिया, चाइना एंड वियतनाम? एनीवन? यस, ऑल द 3 आर द कम्युनिस्ट कंट्रीज. नॉर्थ कोरिया कम्युनिस्ट है, चाइना कम्युनिस्ट हुआ करता था, पॉलिटिकली अपने आप को डेमोक्रेसी कहता है पर है कम्युनिस्ट, और वियतनाम. ये तीनों कंट्रीज हैं वो मेजर कंट्रीज जहां पर अभी भी कम्युनिज्म. गॉट इट? यस और नो? And they are also at the bottom 3. World Press Freedom Index, India ka rank, Press Freedom Day, World Press Freedom Day is 3rd May, first 3 and last. ये ध्यान रखें. Done beta? Yes, याद रहेगा? Alright. India becomes Europe's biggest supplier of refined fuel, 360,000 barrels a day, overtaking Saudi Arabia. Very interesting has happened. रशिया के ऊपर बैन है, वो ऑयल वगैरह दे नहीं सकता है, पर इंडिया रशिया से लेता है, और उसके बाद रशिया फिर यूरोप को सप्लाई कर रहा है रिफाइंड फ्यूल. हाउ इज इट? एंड सऊदी अरेबिया को पीछे छोड़ दिया है. अब इंडिया ने रिफाइंड फ्यूल, यहां आपको बता दें, इंडिया इज नॉट एन ऑयल रिच कंट्री. दिस इज बिजनेस. कैन यू अंडरस्टैंड? यस और नो? इंडिया के पास तेल भी नहीं है, तेल के कुएं भाई इतने नहीं है जैसे सऊदी अरेबिया में. उसके बावजूद यूरोप का सबसे बड़ा सप्लायर अब इंडिया है, overtaking Saudi Arabia. Is that clear? Yes or no? All right. IT rankings के हिसाब से the topmost IT company Accenture. Then we have Accenture के बाद TCS, Capgemini, and Wipro. 2, 3, and 4th place. Very important. So number 1 is Accenture. Done. The list of 10 countries with 60% of the global maternal death. जो औरतें मां बनते वक्त मरती हैं. So global maternal death, stillbirth, newborn death में India leads the 10 countries. The social indications की अगर हम बात करें इसकी, in terms of IT services, the best company is Accenture, second TCS. ये आपको लिस्ट है 4 top 4. Clear? Yes. India leads the list of 10 countries with 60% of the global maternal death. जो भी maternal death है, stillbirth, newborn death है, उसमें 10 countries, 60% केवल इन 10 countries में है, और इस लिस्ट को लीड करता है इंडिया. Next, high-end residential properties. Residential property rates में जो total सबसे high-end property rates में, out of the 46 cities, Mumbai ranks at number 6 position, which is huge. Out of the 46 cities, in terms of residential properties rates, Mumbai is at number 6, and the number 1 city is Dubai. Dubai is the top position globally. Mumbai number 6 and Dubai number 1. Niti Aayog. Now, what does Niti Aayog stands for? National Institute for Transforming India. नीति आयोग ने किसको रिप्लेस किया था? एनीवन? नीति आयोग ने किसको रिप्लेस किया था? किस चीज को रिप्लेस किया था? एनीवन? नीति आयोग किसकी जगह पे आया था? पार्टनरशिप बिटवीन सेंटर एंड स्टेट. नीति आयोग replaced which government entity? Very good, Parth, Divya, Prachi. It actually replaced Planning Commission. Very good. और नीति आयोग ने अभी annual health index दिया. So when we talk about health index, what states are leading in terms of health preparation, in terms of health facilities, in terms of hospitals, in terms of preparatory stages of health. So इसमें of course larger states में number 1 state is Kerala, number 2 Tamil Nadu, number 3 Telangana. The top 3 in terms of health index are Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Telangana. As I already am repeating it again, in the area of indexes, each and every point is very important. Done? Wait. Krishan, wait, beta. I have not even come to that point. Just wait, beta. Next one. वायनाड किसकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है? क्विक जीके, किसकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है वायनाड? यस, सुना है क्या नाम? वायनाड किसकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है? केरला में है, पर कौन पार्लियामेंटेरियन, किसकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है? यस, पार्थ यू राइट, राहुल गांधी की है ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी. वायनाड becomes the first district in the country to be declared open defecation free. Now, there are two categories. One is open defecation free state, city or district. What is open defecation? खुले में जो शौच करने की भारत में एक सिस्टम था. दुनिया में जो सबसे ज्यादा लोग खुले में शौच करते थे वो भारत में थे, और अब इसके ऊपर बहुत ही अच्छा काम हुआ है. एंड यस, अब ओपन डेफिकेशन फ्री स्टेट की अगर हम बात करें तो ओपन डेफिकेशन फ्री डिस्ट्रिक्ट है जिसमें खुले में शौच बिल्कुल खत्म हो चुका है. तो फर्स्ट डिस्ट्रिक्ट इन द कंट्री टू बी डिक्लेयर्ड ODF प्लस. ओपन डेफिकेशन फ्री तो है ही, बाथरूम्स यूज कर रहे हैं सभी लोग, ये तो ठीक है. प्लस का मतलब यहां पर क्या है? प्लस इज प्रॉपर सैनिटेशन, प्रॉपर सीवेज सिस्टम, प्रॉपर वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट, प्रॉपर डिस्पोजल ऑफ ऑल दीज थिंग्स, प्रॉपर सीवेज सिस्टम भी है. तो केवल ऐसा नहीं कि लोग यूज कर रहे हैं बाथरूम्स, पर उसका प्रॉपर मैनेजमेंट भी है, इसीलिए प्लस भी बोला. Is that clear? So first district in the country declared ODF plus is Wayanad. Is that clear? Yes or no? Okay. The most innovative state according to National Manufacturing Innovation Survey, भारत का सबसे इनोवेटिव स्टेट कर्नाटक. जस्ट हैव अ लुक, एक बार देख लीजिए. Always give it a reading again and then we would move on. India and Bangladesh launches 50-50 startups exchange program. 50 स्टार्टअप इंडिया के, 50 स्टार्टअप बांग्लादेश के. समझ में आ रहा है? यस और नो? 50 स्टार्टअप इंडिया के और 50 स्टार्टअप तो 50 स्टार्टअप्स जो हैं वो इंडिया के हैं और 50 स्टार्टअप बांग्लादेश के. They are going to share the combined knowledge, the share how the operations will be taking place, technical know-how को share करना, knowledge को share करना to promote business. So 50 startup exchange program. GST revenues जो collect हुए, ये सारा objective है, nothing to like, you just have to go through it. GST revenue 187,035 crores in April. India UAE trade pact boost exports 31.3 billion. India's defense, please take the screenshot. India's defense production crossing 1 lakh crore rupee mark, 106,800 crore compared to 95,000 crores in 21-22. Please take a look. Startups are the small business associations जो business आप समझ लीजिए नए ventures होते हैं उनको startups कहते हैं. Is that clear? Startups are the small businesses. Yeah. Done? Yeah. French pharma company Medisol to be acquired by Lupin for 160 crores. Business and economy में कौन से mergers हुए हैं, acquisitions हुए हैं, किसने किसे acquire किया है, ये भी important है. SR Oil and Gas to invest 2,000 crores in microbial ECBM technology. Next one. GAIL, Gas Authority of India Limited. GAIL is, what is the status of GAIL company? क्या company है? Yes. GAIL को किस category में डालते हैं? What kind of company is this? Anyone? There are certain public sector companies जिनको कुछ स्टेटस दिया जाता है. क्या आप बताएंगे कौन से स्टेटस की मैं बात करूं? गैस अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया लिमिटेड क्या स्टेटस है? वेरी गुड पार्ट. महारत्ना. यस, महारत्ना सबसे बड़ी पब्लिक सेक्टर एंटरप्राइजेस है. इनको भारत सरकार सबसे ज्यादा रियायतें दे रही है और भारत सरकार को बहुत फायदा पहुंचा. गेल प्लान्स टू बिल्ड 400 billion rupees ethane cracker near its liquefied natural gas import plant in Western India. Next. एक बार इसको रीड कर लीजिए. PSU Public Sector Undertakings. अब जो इंपॉर्टेंट है वही बता रही हूं मैं. Yes. India's goods export scaled up $451 billion, 6.9% increase in goods exports. बाकी जो चीजें वो सिर्फ आप रीड कर लीजिए. Not immediately. You should just keep in mind. but जो important economy से related जो objective snippets हैं वो आपको बताएं. Supreme Court grants SEBI time limit till 14th August to complete its inquiry against the Adani Group. Adani Group को लेकर रिपोर्ट सबमिट करनी है. Then we have जो भी ग्रोथ रेट्स हैं वगैरह, जब आप कोई भी पर्टिकुलर एग्जाम देने जा रहे हैं तब आप वो चेक करके जाइए, बिकॉज इट कीप्स ऑन चेंज. यस, IMF स्टैंड्स फॉर इंटरनेशनल. सेबी का मतलब होता है सिक्योरिटी एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया. बेसिकली शेयर मार्केट वगैरह के जो भी रेगुलेशन है वो ये. ओके क्रिश्चियन. IMF, इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड. इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड ने, where is the headquarter of IMF? Anyone? Where is the headquarter of IMF? इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड का हेडक्वार्टर कहाँ है? Anyone? It is Washington. IMF board approves 3 billion bailout. What do you mean by bailout? जब कोई country या company crisis में होती तो उसको उस crisis से financial major crisis से बाहर निकालने के लिए बेल आउट पैकेज दिया जाता है और ये सहायता आईएमएफ ने $3 बिलियन की दी है घाना अफ्रीकन कंट्री घाना को ड्यू टू इट्स इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस डन वेरी गुड बाकी के जस्ट गिव इट अ रीडिंग 47% growth in coal production in last 9 years. The coal production has touched 877.74 million tons. 877.74 million tons. मेटा जो फेसबुक वगैरह से रिलेटेड है 1.3 बिलियन डॉलर्स का प्रिवेसी फाइन Germany's GDP shrink by 0.3% shrink हुआ है यूरोप की सबसे बड़ी इकोनॉमी अभी जर्मनी है और अभी रिसेशन में आई है 0.3% श्रिंक हुआ है जर्मनी का इकोनॉमी सो द बिगेस्ट इकोनॉमी इनटू रिसेशन बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज पुट अडानी एंटरप्राइज अंडर शॉर्ट टर्म सर्विलेंस मेजर्स फ्रेमवर्क आपको पता है अडानी ग्रुप पे सारी जांच हो रही है उसी के चलते ये सब चीजें India's defense exports reaches 686 crores nearly 16,000 crore rupees in 2022-23 got it GDP is gross domestic product, the total income, yeah, GDP. जो कितनी बड़ी इकोनॉमी है उससे पता चलता 686 crore rupees. This brings us to the international affairs. Let's see. Yes. Uzbekistan is a Central Asian ICT is information and communication technology. Okay. Uzbekistan President Shavkat Mirziyoyev referendum to rewrite Uzbekistan president wins nationwide referendum to rewrite constitution. Uzbekistan is the part of Central Asia. I've just told you there are 5 countries in Central Asia. These Central Asian countries were previously the part of USSR, former Russia. So Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan. So Uzbekistan rewriting the constitution. Next we have Uganda Parliament anti-revised version of anti-LGBTQ लेस्बियन, गे, बाइसेक्सुअल, ट्रांसजेंडर, क्वियर बिल, जो भी अलग सेक्सुअल प्रेफरेंसेस और अलग चीजें जो एक नॉर्मल विजन से अलग है, उन सबके एंटी एलजीबीटी बिल इन्होंने पास किया है. रशिया अक्यूजेस लेस्बियन, गे, बाइसेक्सुअल, ट्रांसजेंडर, क्वियर, मतलब जो भी कुछ अलग सेक्सुअल इंक्लिनेशन. Russia accuses Ukraine of attempting to kill Vladimir Putin. You already know there is already a big tussle between Russia and Ukraine. Almost we were on the verge of World War. And Ukraine-Russia Vivad was related to NATO. Still they are opposite loggerheads with each other. और अभी रशिया ने accuse किया यूक्रेन को to kill President Vladimir Putin. Floods kill 129 people in Rwanda. South Korea to provide 3 billion financial support, US dollar support to Bangladesh. And of course, Ukraine is supported by the European countries. It is supported by US and all. So इसके अंदर US sending $300 million military aid to Ukraine. Done. UAE government launches Machine Can See 2023 summit for the technology and all these things. COVID-19 no longer represents a global health emergency. Finally, WHO ने ऐसा बोल दिया है. Serbian to launch a large-scale disarmament plan to remove hundreds and thousands of guns from the country. What do you mean by the disarmament? There are two things. One is arms control. When you try to control the arms, and disarmament, complete removal of all the armaments. So यहाँ पर Serbia to launch a large-scale disarmament plan to remove hundreds and thousands of guns from the country. Japan and South Korea agreed ties move forward historical disputes से आगे बढ़ के South Korea and Japan coming together. Very important. Arab League. What do you mean by Arab League? Arab League is the group of Arab Muslim countries. और इसमें North Africa, some countries of West East Africa and Western Asian countries इसके अंदर है. How many countries, Muslim countries are there in Arab League? There are around 22 countries in Arab League. और Arab League से सीरिया को बाहर कर दिया गया था. ठीक है. और अब सीरिया जहां पे ISIS जो वहां पर बशर अल असद है, डेमोक्रेटिक मूवमेंट को दबाने के लिए इनको बाहर कर दिया गया था अरब लीग से. नाउ ही इज बैक इन अरब. सूडान में जो भी क्राइसिस है उसके चलते 1 मिलियन पोलियो वैक्सीन डिस्ट्रॉय. प्राइम मिनिस्टर इमरान खान के अरेस्ट पे वायलेंट प्रोटेस्ट हैव ग्रोन. Bangladesh hosted the 6th Indian Ocean Conference. The Indian Ocean Conference was held in Bangladesh for regional connectivity in the Indian Ocean region. Indian Ocean region में regional connectivity को improve करने के लिए Indian Ocean Conference held in Dhaka. North Korea's attempt for spy satellite failed. China has suffered due to the decline in population and decline in people wanting to have children. So child bearing culture को foster करने के लिए child bearing environment को बढ़ावा दे रहा है China. Downward decline आया वहां. Cyclone Mocha death toll rises to 60. तो आपको पता होना चाहिए साइक्लोन जो मोचा है that has come in Myanmar. What was the operation? I just told you the name of operation, which was related to France. Which was related to the friendship between India and Myanmar. Can you name that operation we just spoke about, in which we are helping the people of Myanmar which have stuck in cyclone Mocha? Anyone? अभी मैंने आपको बताया था थोड़ी देर पहले. What is the name of that operation? Operation. Come on. Very good. Ananya. Operation Karuna. Yes. Russia and Iran signed deal for railway corridor. India and European Union agree to coordinate their policies. Semiconductor में. UN warned that the next 5 years will be the warmest period on record due to the effect of El Nino. El Nino and greenhouse gases. El Nino is the warming of the earth and जो rain है से delay हो. More than 400 million European voters new 5-year European Union Parliament में वोट करेंगे. Japanese PM G7 leaders को welcome किया है Hiroshima. How do you remember Hiroshima? Tell me. Hiroshima कैसे आपको याद है? Hiroshima में क्या हुआ? Anyone? Yes. Japanese city Hiroshima में क्या हुआ? Yes. अमेरिका ने एटम बॉम्ब गिराया था 6 अगस्त को. Yes. 6 अगस्त को हिरोशिमा पे और 9 अगस्त को नागासाकी. 1945 में ending the Second World War. Very good. G7. What does G7 stand for? Group of 7 developed countries. Very important. The most developed countries of the world. The most developed countries of the world are the part of G7. Can you name these G7 countries? I want everyone to think about the most developed nations of the world. Developed countries में कौन-कौन आ रहा? Yes. Yes. Very good. We have Britain. Yes, Britain is there. और बताइए. Developed nations. US is there. Britain is there. Very good. US, Britain, France, Germany, Japan, Italy, Canada. Yes. US, UK, France, Germany, Japan, Italy, Canada. G7 nations. पहले इसमें G8 बोला जाता था जब रशिया भी था. अब इसको G7 बोला जाता. G15 is the group of developing और G20 जिसको कौन होस्ट कर रहा है? Who is hosting G20 this year? The group of developed and developing nations is G20. G20 is a group of both developed and developing nations, and this will be hosted by India this year. So G7 developed hai, G15 developing, and G20 both developed and developing nations. Very good. रशिया को ऊपर और सैंक्शंस लगाने की बात हो रही है. The 32nd, I just told you about Arab League. मुस्लिम कंट्रीज का जो ग्रुप है उसको हम अरब लीग कहते हैं. The summit was held in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, to promote Arab Muslim unity. इंडोनेशिया, इंडिया और इंडोनेशिया का bilateral exercise समुद्र शक्ति concluded in South China Sea. यूनिवर्सल अडल्ट सफरेज डायरेक्टली सोमालिया में इंट्रोड्यूस किया. एक बार आप रीड करिए, कम ऑन. Which Greece ruling party won the election? New Democracy Party of Greece recently won the election. Bahrain Parliament. What has Bahrain Parliament done? Bahrain Parliament abolishes the law exempting rapists from punishment upon marriage. If after rape marriage occurred, there was no punishment, और इस लॉ को अबॉलिश कर दिया है बहरीन. प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी invites Quad leaders. What is Quad and which countries are the part of Quad? If I can ask you. Yes, beta. Who's going to tell me this? Quad group. Atha, there is one more. Quad group. Quadrilateral Security Dialogue Group. ये ग्रुप किसको काउंटर बैलेंस करने के लिए बना? कैन एनीवन टेल मी? वेरी गुड. किसको काउंटर बैलेंस करने के लिए क्वाड ग्रुप बना है? दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट इंटरनेशनल पॉलिटिक्स में. अभी देयर आर सर्टेन ग्रुप्स, अलायंसेस. चाइना को काउंटर बैलेंस करने के लिए क्वाड ग्रुप बना है. यस, चाइना को बैलेंस आउट. और इस ग्रुप में अलोंग विद इंडिया व्हिच अदर 3 कंट्रीज आर देयर? यस, क्वाड ग्रुप में अदर 3 कंट्रीज कौन? We have Japan, Australia, America. So US, Japan, Australia, and India. These 4 countries are the group part of Quad group. Very good, Ananya. Absolutely. So Quad group में we have US, Japan, India, and US, Japan, India, and of course Australia. काउंटर बैलेंस करने के लिए चाइना को, चाइना की एक्सपेंशनिस्ट पॉलिसीज को रोकने के लिए, चाइना का मेनेंस को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, चाइना की हेजेमनी को टेम करने के लिए. डन. US signed a new security pact with Papua Guinea as it competes with China for influence in the Pacific. Security pact US provide कर रहा है. देखिए, पैसिफिक ओशन में, साउथ चाइना सी में चाइना की बढ़ती हेजेमनी को रोकने के लिए डिफरेंट कंट्रीज के साथ सिक्योरिटी पैक्ट अमेरिका का चल। सो अभी हाल ही में पापुआ गुना से साथ ये पैक्ट हुआ। ईरान सक्सेसफुली टेस्ट लॉन्च ballistic missile Khebar. I already told you there are two major countries, Muslim countries. One is the Sunni Muslim countries. Sunni Muslim country leader, Saudi Arabia. Shia Muslim country leader, Iran. Majorly Shia Sunni countries का आपस में विवाद रहता है. तो ईरान and Saudi Arabia opposite poles पे हैं. सऊदी अरेबिया, यूएई, जो भी सुन्नी कंट्रीज है वो सपोर्ट यूएस का काफी अच्छा उनको है और यूएस भी उनको सपोर्ट करता है। और ईरान ऑपोजिट पोजीशन में, तो ईरान, चाइना, रशिया ये एक साइड है इन टर्म्स ऑफ पोल। दूसरी तरफ वी हैव यूएस, सऊदी अरेबिया, यूएई, वेस्टर्न यूरोपियन कंट्रीज। ये तो ईरान बैलिस्टिक मिसाइल उन्होंने लॉन्च की है जिसका नाम है खेबार। नेक्स्ट, ईरान अनवील्स इट्स एम्बिशियस $17 billion road and rail infrastructure project linking Europe and West Asia and Asia. This is a very prestigious project, Iraq का $17 billion का प्रोजेक्ट है, and it is related to linking of Europe, West Asia, especially Middle East and Asia. China's first domestically developed large passenger jet C919 made its first commercial flight. So basically, in terms of current affairs, the most important prominent things we have done, international, national, business, indexes, in fact days and dates भी है, books and authors भी है। जितना आप ऑब्जेक्टिव वाला आपके जो होम पेज वगैरह में है वो भी आप उसको यूज कर सकते हैं। अदरवाइज जो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें मैंने आपको बताई, इसके अलावा जो स्पेसिफिक लेक्चर्स होते हैं, इंटरनेशनल अफेयर्स होगा तो वी वुड बी टॉकिंग अबाउट द इंटरनेशनल सिनेरियो। If it would be national, we'll be talking about national politics. This is mix of all the current affairs which have happened in Japan in the month of May. Is that clear? Yes or no? Yes. So these classes will give you a hunch about what have happened in the respective months. Is that clear? Yes? All right. So we did international affairs, national affairs, then we spoke about indexes, and then we talk about business economy and international. Thank you so much. Have a good time. Yeah. And please keep on doing current affairs, read the newspapers, which are eventually going to help you in your respective exams. Thank you so much.